ARF.com got a hold of the auto keycard story and they ran something about it. We still haven't heard nothing from Christopher, Justin, Irving. His name's Justin, is what we call him. That's what he goes by, his middle name. We still haven't heard nothing from him. We don't know. Last I heard, they were trying to get him into some kind of like halfway house. Like they're trying to get him out on bond and put him in like some kind of halfway house thing, which I've never heard of. Not saying it doesn't exist. I'm just saying I personally never heard of it. Normally, if you go out on bond, you're allowed to live your life. You know, sometimes they have you where you have to report to like a probation officer, but I've never heard of you having to go to a halfway house, because the problem then becomes is that people in there are actually federal inmates, and if they do something to you, now the government's liable for what has been done. But of course, the government doesn't give a shit, as we see, because they arrested Justin for auto key cards, and there's still no verifiable facts that Justin from auto key cards was even arrested. So it's still just a big mystery, but that's been going on for over a week now, almost a week and a half. Yeah, a week and a half, almost 2 weeks now. 2 weeks on Tuesday. So as soon as I hear something from Justin, you will hear something from Justin. I would assume that CRS Firearms will probably doing a live stream with Justin if there's not a gag order, which I just told Christy I wouldn't be surprised if there's not a gag order. That's maybe why we haven't heard from Justin. Maybe when they seized the website, they just handed him a gag order. So you can't talk to nobody about this at all. So, I mean, we don't know. But I'll leave the link in the description and also in the pinned comment to the ARF.com video, which it's about halfway through. They start talking about how to key card ordeal. And it's, they eventually, if Justin was in fact arrested, we do find that out, they will eventually be doing a legal fund for him. Kids are in there, yell at the dog, sorry. Tell him to sit. But they eventually will be doing the legal fund for Justin, and this case, he has to beat this. There's, you know, no way around it. He has to beat it if they charged him. If they didn't charge him, that brings up a whole nother thing. It'll be a civil matter, and it's just a big mess. It's a ridiculous mess. You know, where does the line get drawn between what you could do and what is? You know, a lot of key cards, a paperweight, a pen holder, or a bottle opener. If you see it as anything other than that, that's a you problem. If you take it a step forward, just as you could your truck hood or a hacksaw blade or anything else, and you cut it into something that is illegal, you committed a crime. You know, you can't say that something that was designed as a paperweight is something else because of what somebody could possibly do. It's a ridiculous argument in my mind. But you know what? I think logically, and other people think they just want to get after you and get you, and you will not throw a finger up to them. That's kind of how they look at it. But links in the description, link in the pinned comment if I get to it. Have a good day, guys.